tell you something you already know. The world knows. It's a very... I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside, and something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever. The margin for error is so small. I mean, one half a step too late.
Hi everybody, this is Romane Simon. I am the creator of LA Live, the show. Today we have a great show in store for you. Our host today is Melanie Eke and Melanie Marden. And we also have Jimmy Jean-Louis, we have Josh, Ermerson, we have Massi Furlan, Bert. So today is going to be a great show. We have different magazine people who come out to support the show. So let's just go ahead and start the show.
Hey guys, hope you're doing great. We've got an amazing show. I'm sitting beside the amazing Josh Ermerson. How are you?
I'm great. That intro, wow.
Thank you for being here. So you've got quite a track record and done tons of work, but I think there's one project coming up that's pretty exciting for you. Maybe you might want to elaborate on that for me.
Yeah, I mean, well, hopefully it becomes a project. Right now it's just a campaign for it. There's a lot of talk. There's been talk since, I believe, late '08 of possibly being Venom in Marvel's new spin-off of the villain in Spider-Man's world. So we've had a lot of stuff go for it. We made a trailer, and some A-list celebrities have come on in support, and friends of mine, and we made interviews and a bunch of things going forward. There's a big new social media app that's about to be launched that just looks amazing, and they've jumped on board, and they've put it as like the face of their company, which is just crazy.
That's awesome and so exciting. Congrats. I hope it comes to fruition as soon as possible.
Trying to stay mellow, we'll see. But yeah, absolutely.
That's very Canadian of you. So, you're a Canadian, and so am I, so we should talk about this. How long you been in LA?
5 years now.
Oh my God, me too. Nice.
There you go.
And
you're East Coast, though. I'm West Coast.
I know, mine's better.
West side is the best side. Sorry, I had to do it. Had to do it.
So, give the viewers a little background on what you've done and what kind of projects you've worked with, or who you've worked with, and the projects you've done.
I've been really lucky, really blessed. I mean, I've worked with everyone from Megan Fox to Hayden Panettiere, Amanda Seyfried, Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, that's right. You were in that Tooth Fairy movie.
He's one of the coolest cats there is. He's one of those guys that if you didn't know who he was, you'd never know he was a star.
Aw,
he's just a mellow dude.
That's refreshing to hear.
Yeah, he's very cool.
I haven't seen the movie. I'm sorry.
No.
It looks entertaining. How was it working with The Rock?
He like I said, he was just a normal dude, and for me that was huge because I was always such a fan of The Rock in wrestling. So
right.
It was intimidating at first, to be honest.
And what character did you play in the film?
I'm like one of Dwayne's hockey teammates that actually causes him to go and basically start off the whole drama of the film.
So you were the troublemaker.
Yeah.
Typecast again.
There we go. Yeah. Well, these next couple of films, hopefully, there's an action picture that we're hoping to do where we get out of that mold a little bit.
There you go.
The Russell Crowe, I guess.
I like it. And what about the production side of things? I know you've got quite a few things in development. Anything you want to share with us? It's really exciting and coming up.
The fact that I've learned that producing is a hell of a lot harder than I thought. Yeah, no, it's a long process. So there's a lot of really exciting things that we're working on, and myself and one of my best friends in the world, Quentin Aaron, star of The Blind Side, a little tiny picture that nobody saw.
Yeah, that little guy.
And only made, what, $330 million? So,
yeah,
just pushing forward. And I met this Melanie Marden girl. I don't know what I think of her yet, but we might.
I heard she's a piece of work.
Yeah. I just call her my angel.
Aww.
We might.
That's why I love you.
We might do something together here. We'll see.
Rumor has it.
Rumor has
I'm
it.
pretty excited about it. Well, thank you for being on the show and being here, and we're excited for
Absolutely.
to keep watching you.
Good stuff.
Thanks so much.
And so we also have Jimmy Jean-Louis. Am I saying this correctly?
Jimmy Jean-Louis.
Oh my goodness! I just want to listen to him talk. Just say it again.
Jimmy Jean-Louis.
I love the accent.
Welcome, Jimmy.
Thank you for
Hey,
being
what's up?
here. So tell me a little bit. I mean, we know you've got this amazing past with Heroes, and
Yes.
there might be a little rumor that something's coming back.
Well, actually, it's not a rumor anymore because it's out there. There's Heroes Reborn. So it's coming back in 2015, next year.
Nice.
But nobody knows what's going on.
So you don't know either.
Nobody knows.
Okay.
It's been like that with Heroes anyway, but now with Reborn, we don't know what character will come back, if any will. I'm sure some will come back. But I think they're going to be bringing a bunch of new characters as well.
Nice.
So, you know, it's exciting to have Heroes back.
Absolutely.
Some things are are best left kept a secret.
Exactly, yes.
Well, yeah, it'll be a nice surprise when it happens, since
Yeah.
we're all in the dark right now.
Completely. Let's keep it like that.
So what else is going on? Tell me what your world looks like right now.
Been a few things. I've been working on a few projects, movies mainly, but also a TV show that I shot in Paris, and somehow it was bought by NBC.
Well, that doesn't make anybody mad.
Yeah, it's coming out in April. You know, it actually. Yeah,
Congratulations.
thanks. It joined me once again with the sci-fi world. It's called Heavy Metal Chronicles in English, but it's Metal Hurlant Chronicles in French.
Should we just change and do this whole interview in French?
Ah, si tu veux, il n'y a pas de problème. Moi,
Mais
j'ai
oui,
aucun problème.
parlez-vous français, toi?
Bien sûr.
Love the sound of that.
Si comme ça.
Yeah.
All right, that's my limit. So, and are you married? Like, tell me a little bit about you. Like,
Yes, I
as
am.
much as you want to share.
Yeah,
Do you have
yeah.
any beautiful babies?
I do. I have a few.
And do they
Yeah.
speak French too?
They do.
That's
They
so
do.
hot.
Funny enough, I was in a... No, after Heroes, I decided to just take a little break, and I went back to Europe. So I spent the past couple of years in Paris.
Oh my
So
God,
all
that's
my
lovely.
kids speak French, and now I'm back in LA.
Aw, so you moved everybody back.
I moved everybody back.
Aw,
Yeah,
and how many are in the family?
3 kids and wifey.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, well, it sounds good. Anything else that you want to share, or?
Well, what else? I'm still working with Haiti, with my non-profit organization. You know, I have Hollywood Unites for Haiti, which is something that I've created in 2008. And obviously, after the earthquake that happened in 2010, there was a lot to do. We've been very active, very present in the country. And one of the projects that we've done was to build a school about 3 years ago, and we give free education and also free meals to the kids. And that's
beautiful.
ongoing. So it's always difficult to keep
Yes.
any non-profit going, and any project where you have to constantly generate
It's a
money.
full-time job.
Yeah, it's a full-time
yeah.
job. So, you know, I think I do more on that side than I do as an actor. But it's okay
doesn't
because, you
matter.
know, it's part of life. And being Haitian,
Yeah.
I grew up in Haiti for a few years, so I know exactly what most of those kids go through. So it was just normal for me to try to do as much as I can.
Wow, that speaks volumes of your character. And sorry to interrupt you, Ramon. I was just going to throw it to you, actually, and say, you know, when I met Ramon, I was blown away by the amount of work and efforts that he goes to with charity for Haiti, and I didn't realize that you were a part of that as well. It's really commendable.
I have 3
is.
adopted cousins from Haiti when I was 4. I just
Oh,
wanted to
really?
throw that out
Aww.
All
My
these
grandpa
Haitian
built that hospital.
connections. So cool.
Haitian connection.
You know, one thing I always, you know, like to tell Jimmy, he's one of the guy in Hollywood, one of the Haitian celebrity in Hollywood that I always look up to. You know, he really make us proud from, you know, this guy's done so many movies in Haiti, and, you know, and to come here into the United States and continue doing the same thing, and, you know, making Haitian proud. I know a lot of my Haitian people are listening. So Jimmy Jean-Louis is in the house, you know, continue to making us, you know, proud.
Thank you,
I
thank you.
promised myself I was not gonna cry.
Aww. And I, you know, so calm, cool, and collected how he speaks, and so humble, doesn't mention anything about it. I'm like, my goodness.
Oh, Jimmy, by the way, I know you just you have a movie coming out that just came out. I went to the premiere called What Happened in Vegas.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's
Yes.
called One Night in Vegas. One Night in
yeah, that
Vegas.
film.
It should, yeah. Yeah, remember that one?
You're a busy guy. We understand.
Yeah, it's coming
what's
out
it about?
soon. Yeah, it's about a couple that they're having trouble and they think that they should by going to Vegas they're gonna have a little break and have time to be with each other. But obviously, when you go to Vegas, you only bring
Temptation.
exactly. So a lot of things happen there, but unfortunately, what happened in Vegas don't always stay in Vegas. So,
No,
they
some
brought
things
it back
don't.
home. Yeah. So
Is it comical? Like, is it a funny film? Or is it...
there is a little bit of comedy in it, but it's also a drama.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit of both.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look out for that. I think that sounds entertaining.
Yes, definitely. But the project that I have in my heart that I shot in France is a movie called Toussaint l'Ouverture, which is a biopic about the man that gave Haiti its independence. Haiti being the first black republic to fight and win the independence back in 1804.
Wow.
So it's a period piece, where I have to ride a horse, sword fighting and all those things. But
So the budget's gonna be ridiculous.
it's shot already. It's finished.
Oh.
But it's just it's a French movie that is looking for American distribution.
Okay.
So it's a done deal. It's just that it's not here
Congrats.
yet. Yeah, thank you. So
You just gotta
maybe
get
one-
it out there.
Yeah, we
So
need
if
to
you're
get it out,
listening and
yeah.
you're in distribution, then you should definitely contact him because it
Exactly.
sounds pretty important that the story is shared.
Yeah, or just Google the movie and then it will take you to the distributors in
And-
France. Yeah.
Have you done any festivals with it? Because that's really a
Yeah,
great way
yeah,
to
we've
highlight,
done,
especially pieces like this that are passion projects. You
Yeah,
know?
we've done festivals in many parts in the world, including here at the Pan African Film Festival, for example, and in New York, and we won many prizes as well. But we just don't have a proper distribution here because, first of all, it's a period piece. Second of all, it's French speaking with English subtitle, and third of all, it's a black hero. So
And that's wrong. Why?
it's three. Well, I'm not saying it's wrong.
But
I'm
you're
just
like, but
I'm
there's
just saying
this and
it.
this and this. Like those are great
It's
things.
not commercial.
Yeah.
Most of the distributors will tell you that they're not going to make money out of that. So that's
I
why I'm
see.
saying it like that.
Okay,
But
I see what you're saying.
yeah.
Well, I hope it comes out and that you're able to
Yeah.
distribute it.
Yeah,
Sounds
definitely. I'd love people to see it. It's a great piece. Yeah.
Nice. And is there like I guess you don't have it on a website or something?
Well, if they type the movie Toussaint l'Ouverture, they'll see enough clips.
Okay.
I think there is a website for sure. But go to my page and then you'll see clips. jimmyjeanlouis.com.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's
Google his
easier.
name.
Yeah,
Check
yeah.
it out, everybody.
And then you'll see it.
Yeah, one thing,
I look
once you
forward to
Google his name, first thing that come up is this movie and pictures of him playing the hero. So,
Right on.
yeah, it's pretty good.
With that accent, I'll watch anything.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jimmy, for joining us.
Thank you, darling. Nice.
Okay,
Okay.
so we are kicking it back to commercial.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Always fight for a brighter tomorrow. No mountains as high as it seems. So never give up on your dreams. Our time will tell if we're not what we seem. If things we do don't match the things we are. Look inside. Our happiness is always there. We are simply one of a kind. Can't let others make us blind. With some patience we will find. We can do what's on our mind. Always fight for a brighter tomorrow. No mountains as high as it seems. So never give up on your dreams. Work will win when we share. You got to pay the price. dice. No pain, no gain, don't fizzle out. It's time to roll the dice. It's not over till it's over. Hang on till the end. You got to keep the dream alive. We're born to
Right on set.
And we're back. We're back with LA Live, the show you cannot stay away from. This is a show you definitely have to check out. You definitely have to listen to. You definitely have to watch. You know, at the studio we have like so many great people, beautiful ladies. About the man, let me see. I'm the most, you know, handsome man here. But
That is true.
yes, but you know, I
Yes,
give
you
some
are.
prize to the rest of you guys. But this show is just amazing. We have the lovely Melanie Eke. You know, she's done so many magazine, movies. You know her from Mafia. So this is a great show. We got Massi Furlan here, the bad guy. The Italian Mafia is here.
I like it.
Brett, you know, Brett who's worked with almost all the big guys, you know. So let's just pass it back to the lady.
Thank you, darling. Well, I'm so excited to have these guests here. Massi Furlan, is that how I say it? Just no, give it to me. I'm throwing it out wrong. Give it back to me.
Massi Furlan.
Ooh, another accent. God, this is hot.
I will change my accent every question.
I love it, a character actor.
All right, let's start with the first one. What will be?
What?
It was the first question.
The first question, love, is tell me what it was like working on Liz and Dick.
It was terrible. No, I'm just kidding. It was fun, you know. You work with Lindsay Lohan, so there is always
Entertaining.
entertaining and surprises. It was a good time, and it was one of my, I think my only, it was my only role that I didn't kill anybody or got killed. So that was pretty fascinating for me and exciting.
Good for you. And I mean, your resume is obviously very impressive. The Dark Knight, and Badass, and what has been your favorite film to work on? Like, what did you resonate the most with?
Well, now I switch to Russian, if you don't mind. I kind of like to work on the Batman movie, of course, because big budget, big money, and that was a lot of fun. Christopher Nolan was a very gracious director, very nice people all around the set. That was one of my favorite. I also did a movie with Dolph Lundgren and Billy Zane from Titanic, when it was also fun. It was a Blood of Redemption. I play Serbian guy in there, which is very similar to Russian accent.
Yes, I'm noticing the very similar, actually. And how much voiceover work do you do? Because my God, you have a career in that.
I just had a meeting. I just had a meeting with a voiceover agency 3 days ago. So I'm waiting to see what they say.
My guess is it went well.
Yes.
And if they don't hire you, let me know. I'd like to manage you. So, what do you have coming up?
Well, I just shot True Blood, which is coming out in June. And,
Awesome.
that was very good. And then the director was the lead actor on the show, Steve Moyer. very nice guy.
So do you play like a vampire, a werewolf? What kind of animal are you?
Unfortunately, I can't say what I play yet.
They can
because-
never tell.
Fangs or claws? Fangs or claws?
Waiting.
But you know, I'm not a nice guy. Let's say that. So
You're not a nice guy.
No,
okay.
that one it comes out in June, so we'll find out. And then I
All
shot
right.
a new TV series for produced by Michael Bay. It's called The Last Ship. And
Sounds like your career is really struggling.
I know,
All right.
I know.
I understand that you're a painter,
Well,
or you
when I-
paint as a hobby.
yeah, when I was a kid.
Okay. Have you picked that up in your recent years? I understand that with acting and your career being in full swing, that gets a little
No,
difficult.
I haven't painted in a long time. My mom, she keep asking me for the last 20 years, and I'm not kidding, to do a drawing, you know, with her picture, and I keep saying next month, and it's been going on for like 20 years. I'm not
You
kidding.
better
So
get
you
that
plan
done.
to do this for your mom?
Oh, I can get another painter to do it, and then I sign it.
Oh, that's
neglect
horrible.
Italian, don't forget about I'm Italian. We do this.
Hey.
I
You know,
know.
they'll scheme.
But don't forget your craft, though. You
Yes.
know, she wants that from you because it's very special to her, I'm sure.
I'm moving to dog training now. That's my new hobby. I train
You
dogs.
said dog training?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. How long have you been doing that?
A few years. I rescue a few dogs, and I developed this new method that I have to train dogs, and it's working pretty well.
Wow.
Where do you rescue them from?
From the street.
Aww.
I rescue 2 dogs that I have myself, and then I always have a leash in my car. So quite often I see, you know, a lost dog, and you know, and I pick it up and I take it to the shelter, and I make sure, you know, they have a microchip and everything, and they get rescued. And 90% of the times it goes well, in the sense that they find the owner and go pick them up. Because I always go back to the shelter to make sure the owner goes in there to pick them up for the happy ending. Yeah.
Exactly. That is so great. Everyone has these ways of giving back, and that's a unique way.
Yes.
That's great. I want to go back to your past. I understand that you were in the Army at 17.
Yes, I went in the army when I was 17. I was with the Italian army. I was flying helicopters.
Wow.
And one of the best flight was with the Pope, John Paul II.
Really?
1987.
Wow.
Wow.
What inspired you to voluntarily go into the Army? Was there anything in your life?
Well, that was my mother idea, because it was difficult to find jobs back then, and they said, well, you need to get, you know, you go in the wrong direction in your life. You need to be strict. And so but I you know, I really enjoyed that time, and it was very nice. I was in there for 6 years, and
Wow.
it was great. I love it.
How was flying? Oops, sorry, honey.
Really, how has that shaped you? I'm just curious.
Say that again.
How has that shaped you as a person, being in the military?
He made me. I became OCD.
OCD.
I love OCD.
I'm very organized with everything, with money, with everything in the house, and everything. Very,
Wow.
you know, military style.
Exactly.
So-
Proper style.
Are you like that to everyone in your family?
Of course, especially my girlfriend. Have you made dinner today? Dinner at 1900.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just joking.
Are you in character right now?
I'm in many characters.
So
right now.
tell me what it was like flying a helicopter. I've done one lesson and I absolutely loved it. Do you fly planes or just helicopters?
No, I
not
was flying,
just
I was
helicopters.
flying just helicopters. I love it. You see, the main difference is that the airplane keep going. The helicopter, you can stop in how they call it, hovering.
In the middle of the air?
Yeah, you can stop
Hover,
and
yeah.
float. Like, just
Really
like that, and
cool.
then you can move. You
hovering.
can go back and right and left a little slow like
Oh,
this. It's very fun.
yes.
And there are different type of flight. There's a tactic, there are nocturnal, and you know, some that are very, you know, kind of scary because you're very low. So yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, you wouldn't find me in a helicopter. I'll admit.
I love it.
I'm a little scary.
So, Massi, you're not very entertaining. I'm just going to
I'm
throw that
wrong,
out
you're
there.
wrong.
And seriously, have you ever thought about doing stand-up or getting back into it?
You read my bio, right?
No, I'm reading the little side note that was just slipped to me.
Here's what's funny.
That and you're not entertaining.
So I did not set you up.
In Italy, I was a stand-up comedian for many years.
Shocking.
Wow.
And now, my last press release, I demand to have a title of my press release that says, former Italian stand-up comedian now kills people in movie and television. But you get where you have an accent here.
That's awesome.
You can be funny as much as you want. You have this face, and you have an accent, you just kill people.
Typecast again.
You are too
Work is work,
funny.
so let's not cry too
Absolutely.
much. You know, it's fun.
We got
Absolutely.
you. Well, please excuse me if you have already mentioned this before I stepped back in, but you produced and you starred in your movie Italians Do It Best, correct?
How did you guys get this stuff? Wait, well,
I mean, you don't have to go
okay,
back down the
I'll
lane.
be honest. Otherwise, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. That was actually a reality show. It was my first job I did in Miami 8 years ago. It was a reality show, so basically there were like 2 cameras on me for 48 hours that were following me to see the Italian lifestyle in Miami. Oh. And when I say they were following me everywhere, then
even when you didn't
that
want
mean
to follow
anywhere.
anymore.
Yeah, so that was fun. And then I was supposed to do another show, which was even better. It was Italian in Vacation, which they would pay me to go on vacation around the world with the camera following me, but that one didn't go through. So
I have a gut feeling that one would be entertaining. I think you'd get yourself into a little bit of trouble in these travels.
I know, right?
That's what I'm sensing. Am I right?
And I was allowed to carry a gun with me, so.
Well, you are a pleasure to. I'm so sorry. It's a pleasure having you here, and we're gonna have to take it to a commercial.
Commercial break. Yeah, musical break.
Do it.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Swimming
nous tourner dans show a son bel bagay. Souhaiter tout le monde. Oh.
Oh, I thought we switched to a foreign language.
Yes.
He was a character,
I'm speaking
everybody.
French. Yes. Yeah, nous tourner mes amis, show a son bel bagay, tout le monde branché. We are still on the show, everybody. So everybody's looking at me crazy.
We're like, what are you doing?
You know, I'm the only one here speaking French and Creole. The other guy left. Okay? So I'm just going to kick it back to the lovely host.
All right, well, we are back, and I'm really excited to speak with this gentleman. He's got quite a history and a brilliant career behind him, and his name is, and I just want to say it properly, Roberto Noriega.
2 points.
Oh, I did it right. Yay, thank you for being here.
3 points over on this side.
Oh, okay. Is there like a line that I need to step over to get a better point? Or because I'll play.
No, I know you're good for that. You're good
So, question, where are you from?
Where am I from? I'm from New York, from the East Coast. A lot of my family was from Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Queens, and the Bronx. And I grew up mostly in Middletown, New York, which is about 60 miles due north of New York City.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you the whole thing here.
Okay.
I went to the State University of New York at New Paltz, which is across, across from Poughkeepsie, New York, and I want to do a shout out to the SUNY New Paltz students, and to all my friends and family in Middletown and all those other places.
Exactly.
So that's pretty much where I'm from. I consider that my home.
That's lovely.
I have to ask you, of course, what's the biggest difference between New Yorkers and LA people?
Ooh, maybe how we dress. Okay, maybe that's what it is.
Well, he's not really LA.
Yeah, well, he's the casual side.
I'm 305 Miami.
Yeah, he's New York. He's Los Angeles now, you know.
Yes. And I have to acknowledge the lovely ladies here. These are your girls, right?
Those are my girls, pop group Unique, and behind us here, that's Chelsea, Brittany, and there's a twin there.
And you forgot the name of your daughter.
Brooke, Chelsea, you think you got?
See, you know better than I do.
And you girls sing and you dance?
We do, yes.
You gonna do a little number for us today?
Oh, totally.
It's not in their contract.
Wow. I like it. I want you representing me, my friend.
We'll work it out.
So listen, I mean, I'm privy enough to the information in front of me. I mean, you have this incredible past. You've worked with Madonna. You've worked with Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones. Like, you're a legacy in your own right. So tell me what it's been like to work with these beyond incredibly talented people.
Well, first of all, I was extremely fortunate. My history was business, and after getting my degree, Bachelor of Science from SUNY New Paltz, I came to Los Angeles, but I was not really intending to do entertainment. I went to be a jet pilot. Wow. And I came to California and I said, wait a minute, I did music, and I thought, I'm in Hollywood, so why not hit the deck and try it out? And about a year later, my first professional recording session was with Julio Iglesias.
Wow.
And that was a really gratifying, not because I was singing with Julio Iglesias, but because what transpired at Capitol Records. A year before, I had applied there, and the security guard kicked me off the property.
Oh, that was sweet revenge.
So a year later,
it was.
the same security guard is asking me if I want coffee.
Yeah, and you're like,
of course,
that's
she didn't
right, I
recognize
do.
me, but I loved it. I mean, that to me was, you know,
That's amazing.
That
I
to
love
me was
that
exciting. But to
story.
answer your question, it was just it was a very exciting time for me because you are engaging these people as an equal.
Right.
If you can get past the front door, they're looking at you that you're in the business, you're their equal, you're there to contribute to their project.
Right. And I'm like an obscene Madonna fan. Like, I think she's like this strong, iconic, brilliant, ballsy woman.
She is.
Tell me what it's like to work with her.
Well, this is what I'll tell you about Madonna. She was in that phase of insanity, and I had to be really careful because she loved Latin men. And I
Who
was
doesn't?
really careful.
Hello?
In fact, the joke in the studio was that she was my new girlfriend.
Oh.
So I had to be really careful. I wanted to keep it professional.
Did you?
And,
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have those lovely women behind me, my daughters. They'd all have blonde hair singing like a virgin. I didn't want that to happen.
You know,
Oh my God, that's
here's one thing I like to say, because I always, you know, like to acknowledge the people who look after me when I came here. When I came to Florida, you know, I felt, you know, like I was right at home. But when I come into California, I feel like, wow, I was like a chicken in the middle of a bunch of lions and tigers. And the first family to invite me into their house was Brett and Tamara and those lovely ladies. So they were the first one to welcome me to LA and just, you know, give me a few advice and you know, from their advice and to the mission that I have when I come to California, and this is who I'm becoming today. So
now wait a minute, Roman. I called you over to mow the lawn, okay? Right? Why don't we talk the truth here?
Well, and
Come on.
Speaking of all the artists that you work with, is there anyone else that you would love to work with but haven't had the chance to?
Yeah, and the opportunities coming up. I really enjoyed Sting's music. Sting from the Police. He influenced my songwriting. See, I have a degree in composing as a concentration.
Wow.
So I was really privileged, even in my school days, to be working with a very extraordinary, super duper famous guy that I didn't know he was famous.
Right.
Because he was in our classroom.
Right.
And that kind of led to one thing to the other. But to answer your question, Sting is what I'm looking forward to. And I have friends that work with him now. But I do have a project that is going to attract his participation.
Nice.
So great.
All right, well, we can't leave without talking about the king of pop, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
So, I mean, it's a tragedy for the world at large, but how did it affect you when Michael was gone?
I was very emotional, and I'm going to tell you why. And this is the first time I'm saying this publicly.
Well, thank you for sharing.
I had worked with Michael, and if you go out and buy his CD, you'll see my picture in the centerfold. And the group that participated in Man in the Mirror. Worked with the vocal arrangements. I'm on 26 releases with Michael Jackson.
Wow.
He was the most genuine person I had ever met in my life, still to this day. Not that people aren't genuine, but he had a very natural, very loving, just the way he delivered things to you. And I had written some of his last songs, and I was supposed to meet with him at his home 2 days before he passed away.
Oh my God.
And there were some people at the house, and he said that it was going to interrupt what we were doing. So he said, well, come the next day, which was Wednesday
Right.
of that day. And I'm the kind of person, if I have an appointment with you, I'm not going to cancel because I have a better appointment. So I told him I was booked up. And then he said, well, come in on Thursday. And I said, Thursday's good, but Friday's better. And he passed away on Thursday. He was very excited about the
sorry.
music. And there was always this thing in my heart that had I showed up on Thursday, that maybe that wouldn't have happened. I don't know.
You can't think like that.
But I talked to Michael's assistant yesterday for about an hour, and unfortunately, she said that she had worked with him for 10 years, toured with him and everything, and Quincy Jones,
Yeah.
and she said unfortunately he was really headed in that direction. And for some reason, you know that is going in that direction. You don't want it to be, but he invited me to his home. He invited my family to his home. He assigned a butler to each girl. These girls right behind me here, okay? And
beautiful.
he just gave them
Yeah,
total reigns of Neverland.
He loved kids,
And
that's for sure.
whatever they wanted, it was free. Whatever they wanted to do, it was wonderful. I think they liked bossing the people around more. Being a kid and saying, hey, I want to do this, So
That's being
I
a
think
teenager,
they were,
isn't it?
they were excited about that. But when they got home, I told them who was boss. And we got that straightened up
I
pretty
actually
quick.
believe you.
But it was just a wonderful experience. And, just even now, being a part of that, there's a small clan of people that are part of that club. And I'm constantly reminded that I'm part of that club, and it's a very strange sense and feeling that I feel about when I really acknowledge it.
Is there anything about being in the presence of Michael Jackson that has influenced you as a person?
I got to know his family, and they're all very similar like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're just very genuine. And his mother too is very genuinely and kind and love. It's just their lives are complicated by money.
I'm sure.
And by the attention of the world. But they love what they do, and the whole family does the same thing. But you know, it's just to be yourself. And just be as genuine as you possibly can, and just be, you know, whatever you're going to give to the public, whether that's your music, your entertainment, your performance, you belong to the audience.
That's
and
beautiful.
That's what you need to give.
Well said.
In whatever little bit or whatever quantity you could give it in, that's your contribution.
On that beautiful note, I think we have to take a little break. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we will be right back.
We'll be right back.
Started. Johnny on the train. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. I done kept it real from the jump. Living at my mama's house, we'd argue every month. I was trying to get it on my own. Working all night, traffic on the way home, and my uncle calling me like, where you at? I gave you the keys, so you bring it right back. I just think it's funny how it goes. Now I'm on the road, $500,000 for a show, and we started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Boys tell stories about the man. Say I never struggled, wasn't hungry, yeah, I doubt it. I could turn your boy into the man. There ain't really much out here that's popping off without us. You just want the credit where it's due. I'ma worry about me, give a about you. Just as a reminder to myself, I wear every single chain, even when I'm in the house. Cause we started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. No new, we don't feel that. A fake friend, where your real friends at? We don't like to do too much explaining. Stories stay the same, I never changed it. No new, we don't feel that. A fake friend, where your real friends at? We don't like to do too much explaining. Stories stay the same through the money and the fame. Cause we started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
Okay, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Nous retournons our show. You know, I have to add that little French to it. And we have Layla, the lovely, the beautiful Layla is here at the studio.
Welcome,
She's a Latin celebrity host for many TV stations.
Hollywood Live.
Hollywood Live. Telemundo too?
No, not Telemundo. It's a TVC, it's an international channel.
Awesome, awesome. And we also have Jonathan. He's the CEO for a magazine. Where is he? Is he hiding or something?
Yes, I can see an arm. We see limbs.
Okay, one question I have for the girls. One question I have for the girls. Get my girls close to the mic for me, please. How was it like working on Modern Family? I know you guys just did an episode for Modern Family.
Oh, it was really fun.
Tell me more.
Who was your scene with? What did you do, baby? Tell me what you
What's your
did.
favorite experience?
I'm gonna step back and let them take over here.
All right,
okay?
let's do this, girls. Let's have a little conversation here.
Get in there, Britt. You gotta slip in there. You gotta share the seat.
Okay, while you guys are getting situated, I also want to introduce David Harrison Levi, who's actually a good friend of mine, and I was surprised to see him here in Pleasantly. You've been working on a project for several years down at the Hollywood Bowl with Mr. Maybe Sir Paul McCartney.
Correct.
maybe you might want to share with everybody what the heck's going on.
Yes, for a number of years I had an idea of bringing Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, 52 artists, legends in rock and roll to the Hollywood Bowl for a concert simulcast on ABC, NBC, and CBS to 170 countries, raising the serious money we need for research to end cancer once and for all in our lifetime. And I appreciate Simon for bringing us here today to allow me to mention this. We're going to be having a world press conference coming up, which will be heard worldwide. It's something that I've been dreaming about for 4 years, and we're very close to making this a reality. I speak about it on a TV show called Beverly Hills Pawn on the Reels Television Network as the honorary mayor. As the honorary mayor of Beverly Hills. I'm the honorary mayor of a number of cities, but I'm proud of that. I grew up in Beverly Hills. I want to say thank you to you for your comments on Michael Jackson. He was a very good friend of mine, and I loved him greatly. Not too many people say good things about him who don't have the right to say good or bad. So I do appreciate that very, very much.
Yeah, it was well said.
He was very well loved, and only people who really knew him well knew how sincere he was. So I thank you for that. Thank you.
I also want to acknowledge you. I mean, that's not a small vision that you have. I mean, not a lot of people dream of putting all these incredible talents and artists together and trying to raise money to end the greatest plague to ever hit the earth. So kudos to you for having a vision that makes sense and striving towards it. I think we need more people like these amazing people in this room. I don't know about you.
let me
I'm in good company, people.
let me state something that most people are unaware of. Many people sit back. They don't know what to do. They're going through a cancer fight with their friends, their family, their loved ones, their mother, their father, and they sit back, as I did, helpless with my sister dying of cancer for 15 years. And even though their lives may be prolonged and maybe not, they feel there's nothing they can do. That is not true. On your social media status, if you post awareness, people are aware of cancer, yes, but there would not be stage 4 cancer if people got early detection. If they went into their doctors, if they got checked, if they properly got a full body check, a health check, there would not be stage 4 cancer. So we need to bring more awareness. Awareness is more important than the money, but it's $100 million to bring any new drug into the cancer market. So thank you, and I appreciate the encouragement.
Thank you.
We
thank
appreciate
you for making.
Definitely appreciate you.
Yeah.
And we're just going to switch gears, bring it back to the ladies over here. Hello again, ladies. Hi. I believe we were talking about your experiences on Modern Family, and you were going to tell us your best moment.
My best moment was when we were in our trailers and we had just got like our outfits on. I mean, it was the first time we got our own trailers.
That's what I'm laughing at. That's adorable. You're like, I was in my trailer. That was my favorite moment.
But there was where Sophia, the girl who plays the old guy's mom. I mean, wife.
The old guy's mom.
Oh my God.
She was getting into the van to go to set.
I'm sorry, Ed, if you're listening.
And I was over in Brookie's little trailer, and we were peeking through the window. And Mom's like, she tries to pull the things up, and it starts creating a noise, and Sylvia looks at us, and we're like, because we were staring at her. Yeah. She started laughing because we were trying to take a picture. We're trying to keep the things down, like spy cam.
Oh my God.
And
it
was
Hey, just come outside, let's take a picture together.
No, but
she just started laughing, and we were so embarrassed.
That was really embarrassing.
So do you girls want to do more TV? Is that what you want to do? What are your dreams? Tell me.
We wanted to be more of like the next Zach and Cody and Ashley, Mary-Kay and Ashley. But you know the new TV show Liv and Maddie? That's just one person, and we got upset about that.
Yeah, it didn't seem real.
So you're saying that it makes sense when there's 3 of you. It's a better number.
No, it's just because Liv and Maddie is supposed to be a twin show.
Oh.
Yeah. It's one person playing both people.
Yeah. So
I see.
Use real twins.
Exactly. Don't take twin shows for one person.
Yeah.
Okay, so
got it.
So with your dad being who he is and with the music background that he's got, do any of you sing and dance?
Yeah, we all sing and dance,
So
actually.
let's talk about that.
Our group is called Unique, and we are a pop singing group. We actually sing a lot of different kinds of music. We'll sing pop, country, soul, all the
Show
stuff
me.
together.
Tell me. Sing it.
Actually, we're in progress right now, but we could.
You can't share something with me? You're not going to sing for me? You came all the way here?
Well, I don't know.
Give me one little thing.
Are they approved?
Yeah. Give me one little snippet.
We will give authorization.
Okay. Thank you, Daddy.
We will give authorization.
Okay. Yeah. Do you need me to beep?
While they work that out, I will let you know that they'll be working with Patty Howard, who was Whitney Houston's lead background singer.
Wow.
And Patty Howard also sang with Michael Jackson. She's in that group picture with us. There was a lot of wonderful people that sang with Man in the Mirror. So Patty Howard's one of those people, and she'll be working with the girls.
Man, I'm excited about their future. At this point where they are, just imagine. Imagine.
Well, you know, they're passionate about it. You know, they love what they do, so that's good.
Well, they've obviously been raised properly. So.
All right. Yeah, let's hear them singing.
Ready, 1, 2, 3. I know there's pain. Why do you lock yourself up in these chains? No one can change your life except for you. Don't ever let anyone step all over you. Just open your heart and your mind. Is it really fair to feel this way inside? Whoa, someday somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye. Ooh, gotta work on our...
Amazing!
That was good. All right, so that's our time. We gotta go. I would like to thank everybody who tuned into the show, but most definitely I would like to thank all the guests and our lovely hosts, my angels, everybody who tuned in, Layla, and everybody who come to support the show, my lovely assistant, and everybody who come. I would like to thank you guys. Please look forward for LA Live the show, more show coming up, and also we have Blue Suede is a movie coming out, also Fasanu is also coming out, and please keep following. One love.
See you soon.
Have a great day.